biggest things your organization is known for in my city is your participation with our weekly farmers market. We are a food desert here, and we have a lot of seniors that don't have transportation, so you play an important part of providing nutritious, fresh vegetables to our community, and that's something that is very important.
Workforce Georgia, we have AmeriCorps VISTA Volunteer over there. She's a recent law school graduate who's bringing her intellectual capital, who's bringing her passion around public service, and it's just all about giving back. Not only is she helping the program participants at Workforce Georgia, but she's also helping the employees get a refresher, right? Because here's somebody who's standing in the gap, who's young, who's energetic, who's new, and who's bringing a energy and a perspective that is refreshing and encouraging. And what they've said to me, the employees, is that it is encouraging in a way that they see her energy and excitement. It reignites the energy and excitement they had when they were first working in the area.
So while I serve on the Atlanta City Council, for the last 3 years I worked as the program director at Horizons Atlanta, which runs summer learning programs for about 1,000 students all across Metro Atlanta. And that program actually had an AmeriCorps VISTA for the last year. And I cannot begin to tell you the impact that she had on the organization in making sure that we were ready to provide a quality summer experience for all of our students. We would not have been able to do it without her leadership. And I think that's just one example of the ways that the VISTA program impacts specifically children, but really the entire Atlanta community.
Fulton County District 4 provides a youth conference every year where we lead volunteers, and those volunteers help us to move the attendees around from ballroom to ballroom and workshops, because we have breakout sessions that students can attend and hear from CEOs of companies as well as other elected officials. And without those volunteers, we would not be able to have successful youth conferences.
Well, I have a great relationship with one of our AmeriCorps VISTAs. He's actually the cubicle across from me. His name is Ray. He's bilingual, and he serves in the Mayor's Office of Immigrant Affairs. One of the things that we identified, that there were a number of immigrant communities across the city that didn't have great access to fresh fruits and vegetables. They lived in the Southwest, in the neighborhood in particular is in Southeast Atlanta. Ray and his team, they co-authored a grant and won the opportunity to place a playground in this community. Within that playground, they engineered a farmer's market for that community as well. So not only do they have a chance to play, access to nature, but they have access to fresh, nutritious foods. And Ray really combined some of the things that he was learning from me across the cubicle and things that he had taken from his work with the Immigrant Affairs Office and blended the two. So he used his experience to weave all these interests together to, again, make a more healthy, robust community. And that project would not have been as successful had it not been for some of the great service leadership that I saw Ray bring to the team.
Well, if we keep doing what you've been doing, that's a huge help. If it would help for the city to identify areas for you to have additional land to grow food, if you need to educate people on how they can grow their own food, I really see this as an opportunity to help people help themselves. Maybe we can open up some community gardens where we can involve the students in some of our local schools. Growing things, unfortunately, with the electronic age is not something that people pay a lot of attention to. And unless you're a farmer, people take for granted that their food is always available in the grocery store. So I think that would be a great educational opportunity, as well as an opportunity to ensure that our residents have a resource where they can purchase fresh vegetables.
The diversity of their backgrounds, they just bring so much to offer for building a good community food system. And I would absolutely love to work with them in all of our Grows a Lot programs, in our food forest programs, and really throughout school garden programs. There's just a lot of ways that I think that they can connect people with each other and with their food. So We love AmeriCorps, and we could not do the work that we do here in Atlanta without them.
Rooted citizenry is so important. If you plant a tree with a community, and a community comes together, you organize and you collaborate and you develop some of these skills together, and you develop some of the reasons why this is so important. You're more apt to defend that tree. You're more apt to tell somebody else about that tree. You're more willing to share some of the fruits of that tree with the community that helped you plant it. And so these are some of the, just one metaphor, but these are some of the reasons why service leadership in our communities are so important for establishing rooted citizens in our city.
I think having neighbors and citizens become a part of AmeriCorps VISTA is important because it adds another layer to what makes communities great. You know, we look at our government, we look at our philanthropic areas, we find that they work together better when they are in alignment around making improvements to the community. And so when you have AmeriCorps VISTA volunteers, you have a cadre of people who are singularly focused on making a difference. They're not focused on economic gain, they're focused on community benefits. And I think too often when we are polarized, we're in our one lane or the other, we miss the fact that there's something good about just giving, just being a participant, being enmeshed in a community or in an organization in a way that's not about I'm an employee, it's not about I'm gonna try to do something just for me. It's all about doing something for others.
Hi, I'm Councilwoman Annette Saucier. I'm from the city of East Point, Georgia, and I proudly support AmeriCorps VISTA.
Atlanta City Council member, and I support AmeriCorps VISTA.
My name is Madeline Archibong. I am a member of the Atlanta City Council here in Atlanta, Georgia, and I support AmeriCorps VISTA.
I'm Natalie Hall, your Fulton County Commissioner for District 4, and I am a proud supporter of AmeriCorps VISTA.
Leo Camberdella, I'm a landscape architect, and I serve as the Urban Agriculture Director in the Mayor's Office of Resilience at the City of Atlanta. And I proudly support the AmeriCorps VISTAs.
I'm Atlanta City Councilman Matt Westmoreland, and I proudly support AmeriCorps VISTA.
My name is Elizabeth Beek. I'm a food systems planner at the City of Atlanta in the Mayor's Office of Resilience and with the Department of City Planning, and I proudly support AmeriCorps VISTA.